What is going on, guys? We are bringing you another MLB The Show video. I guess you can call it a tutorial, but this one is showing you how to add created players to a franchise mode that you've already started, but you want to add created players. Now, I will start by telling you, you don't necessarily create players and then add them on there, but I will show you what I'm talking about. Okay, we're going to start a brand new franchise. Okay, I'm going to start new. Okay, doesn't matter who I be here. Will be Arizona. Okay, so I'm starting my new franchise. So, you know, all this stuff here, coaching tasks. This is all, personal preference, but I like to do this stuff myself. I like to do manual. Okay, start regular season. Okay, so I'm at my regular season. Okay, let's say, for example, let me simulate some games so that I can give you an example. We're gonna simulate all the way to here. Okay, no, we're gonna simulate Padres have defeated the Diamondbacks. Okay, so let's say you started a season. Your season's already started. You don't want to start over, but you have another created player you want on here, or you want to create another player on here. So this is what you're going to do. Now, again, I have told you this is not the actual created player mode, but it is an alternative to sort of creating a player. Like if you want to add a created player to add to your roster. Okay, if you're doing a regular MLB season here, as you can see, they make all these different moves. So, okay, I'm gonna go to this icon here, the clipboard. I'm gonna hit that, and then I'm gonna go to my roster. And then I'm gonna go down here. Okay, I'm gonna go down the list because, I'm kind of going through here a little bit. Okay, so here's a player right here, right? These are some players. Okay, I click on one of these players and I edit the player. Okay. Now this is where you would pretty much create your player. Okay, to add to your roster. And I'm talking about cause see, this guy already has stats. If you want a fresh player to your MLB roster, this does work because you could just transfer him to your MLB roster. But basically, you would change his name to whatever you want it to be, and his position, whatever. I think it's best to go to somebody that already plays that position. That way, you have the amount of players at that position that you want. You can edit all this stuff here. There's nothing that can't be edited. You can't do anything for his contract, I will tell you that, or any of this stuff here. You can change his age, okay? Change his number, all that stuff. You could change all that, okay? You just can't change things that are like salary and stuff like that, okay? So you can even change his attributes to whatever you want. Like let's say you have a season, right? And you don't like the way your season's going, you just want to create a player. All of a sudden you're like, I wish I had a created player that I could use and such, second base, third base, whatever, and I want him to be a pretty good batter. I got an idea for a created player I want. This is what you would do. Now, that doesn't look like your guy. That's no problem. You could change everything about the guy. Skin tone, this guy has some type of mullet or something. You could change all that, make it where his hair looks whatever it is you're looking for in his hairstyle, change it to whatever you want, change his skin color, change his whole face, morph his whole face, change his body size, weight. Like I said, you can even change his position, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and do that here, and I'm gonna show you how this works. Okay, we'll change his name to, I mean, it really doesn't matter what I make his name. I don't know why I even bothered to even take time doing this, but because it doesn't matter what I call him. Okay, so his name is going to be Adam Miller. Okay, I'm being lazy here. Okay, Adam Miller, right? Okay, so that's his name. So he's a third baseman, but he also plays first base. I'm not going to change any of that. I'm just going to leave that there. He's a switch hitter. No, I don't want him to be a switch hitter. I want a right-handed hitter. Okay. I don't want. I can even change where he's from. My guy is from, Utah. I don't care. So that's that. Okay. His appearance, his face, his hair. I don't like that hair. So my guy has short hair. That's what he's got, right? He's got short black hair. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so, and you can see he has like some darkness on his face. I don't want him to have freckles or anything like that, right? Okay. Rosy cheeks. I don't want that either. I want my guy to lack that type of stuff. Okay, so there we go. I could change his, different parts of his face, his mouth, whatever. Whatever, you can morph all this stuff however you want to. Okay, so now I got my guy. I want all this stuff to be a little bit better because I want a good hitter now, And this could be one way to cheat, but I don't look at it like that. I look at it like, I want an extra good player on my team now. Okay, so and the reason why I'm intensifying his attributes is because this video, I'm specifically talking about people who want to add, like if you're doing MLB, you're not doing you're not controlling the minor league players necessarily. You're just using the MLB team, but you want another creative player. And because the fact that he's already batted and stuff and he's done things, his attributes are going to still be there for when he used to be the other guy. I want somebody that's a little bit better of a player, right? Okay, so there we go. Okay. No, I don't want to. You want to hit start is what you want to do to accept the changes. Okay. So now I got Adam Miller, right? So now I want to move him to MLB, right? Okay, Adam Miller is not currently on the 40-man roster. Okay, so add to 40-man roster, the Diamondbacks. Okay, so you would have to take someone else off, obviously. So what I'm going to do, he's a third baseman, right? I'll go to third base, and, I'm going to do something unfair here. I'm going to remove him from the 40-man roster. How's that? Okay, so now I'm going to take Adam Miller and move him to the 40-man roster. And now I'm going to take Adam Miller and move him to MLB. Okay, so now he's in MLB now. Now I'm going to go to my lineup here. Whoops. Lineup, okay, third base. He's probably starting because, like I said, see, second, short, center field. Okay, so where's third base at? Second, third, center field. Oh, this one's empty. That's what it is. Okay, so now I'm putting Adam Miller in there. So now I pretty much basically now have a creative player on the team now. That's what I have. And after you do that, you want to make sure you go to save. You want to go to settings. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. File management, save. You want to save it. I'm not going to do that because I'm not saving this, but I'm just giving you an example. So you would do that a few times. Like, let's say you started your franchise already, and now all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, I created this many players and I'm missing, and you don't really want to start over. You've already played 5 or 6 games, maybe more, and you're not trying to start all over again because, you just don't want to go through that, but you have some ideas for a created player that you want, you would do it like that. So that's this video. I haven't done any of these in a while. I haven't really played MLB The Show for a little while. This is the PS5 version. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which version you play. As long as it's MLB The Show 21, it will actually work.